Hi everybody, my name is Maxim Melnikov and my birthday polynomial project will be about Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was born on March 14th, 1879 in Ulm, Germany. He's one of the most well-known scientists in history and is known for developing the theory of relativity. Einstein revolutionized the understanding of space, time, gravity, and the universe. He also created the refrigerator and the gas absorption heat pump. So, Albert Einstein was born on March 14th, 1879, which basically means I have to use the digits 3141879 for my polynomial. So what I did was I created fx is equal to 3x to the 6th minus x to the 5th minus 4x to the 4th minus x to the 3rd minus 8x to the 2nd minus 7x plus 9. So here's my table of values that I got by using this polynomial and finding the roots and doing synthetic division. I found all the real numbers, which were 0.659, 0 and 1.757, 0. And the y-intercept was 0, 9, and all the work for the synthetic division will be shown on another piece of paper. So here is the polynomial function graph, and here you can see the turning point. So I have three turning points. Here's the first one, here's the second one where the arrow is showing, and here's the last one right here. And here is my y-intercept 0, 9, the x-axis, the y-axis, and my two roots that go up. My next slide is about how I analyze the polynomial function, and I got the degree, which was 6. The leading coefficient was 3, and the y-intercept was 0, 9. For the all real number zeros, I got 0.659, 0, and 1.757, 0. If you want to find all the zeros, you can use different methods like finding the GCF, grouping, perfect squares, and a lot more things. Specifically for my polynomial, to find the zeros, I use a Desmos calculator, and I found the two zeros right here. Turning points. So my turning points were negative 0.421, 10.508, 1.409, negative 17.387, and negative 0.979, 8.99. To find the turning points, you can look at the polynomial and see how the y value increases or decreases. That is where you can find the turning points. You can also find it by using the table of values and determine the changes on there. And behavior. Theoretically, on my graph, there could be 5 turning points because it is always one less number than the degree, and my degree was 6. Also, theoretically, I should have 6 zeros because the number of degree should match how many zeros I have. On my polynomial, only 3 turning points and 2 real zeros are shown. And here we have a picture of Einstein. And finally, for the historical context of this polynomial. So we will start at the red dot right here. So Einstein's life begins at the red dot. In 1888, he transferred to Luitpold Gymnasium in Munich. He later dropped out at 15 and educated himself. We then move to the green dot right here. The green dot was the peak of his life. Einstein had created the theory of relativity in 1905. That same year, he was also given a PhD. Then his life slowly starts to decline, but not too much. So the yellow dot shows a kind of bad point in Einstein's life. Albert left Germany and went to the States in 1933 to study in New Jersey and help the Americans. Although he was helping, American spies listened to all his calls and spied on him to see if Albert was a Russian spy of some sort. Albert's life continued to decrease and on the pink dot. The pink dot shows one of Einstein's worst decisions. Albert urged for the American scientists to create an atomic bomb, and he contributed to it also. In the next dot, we will see why this was a bad decision. So now we have the worst part of his life, which was the blue dot. The blue dot was when the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings happened. Albert felt guilty for this because he contributed to finding the formula of this bomb. This was the lowest point in his life because he felt guilty for all the innocent lives that were lost. Then we move up to the purple dot. The purple dot shows how, towards the end of his life, he became an advocate on nuclear bombs and how bad they are. He signed the Russell Einstein Manifesto that stated risk of nuclear war and how he wanted peace in the world. Albert Einstein died on April 18, 1955, and he lived a wonderful life. And that is the end of my slides. Thank you for listening.